all you wished upon vloggers and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I have not yet got to see it. I've really been dying to watch this. The new trailer, obviously we got the trailer for The Mandalorian at the end of August, but we now have a second brand new trailer on the Star Wars channel for The Mandalorian that's coming to Disney+. And if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I have been ridiculously excited for this series. So I really just want to go ahead and watch it. Honestly, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it by now, but I'm a bit late to it. But nevertheless, hopefully you enjoyed my reaction. So here we go.
Is the world more peaceful since the revolution? It is a shame that your people suffered.
Is that Bosk? That was Bosk, right? Was it? Pretty, yeah, it had to be.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
Because he's a bounty hunter. Oh my gosh, Bosk's in this. I was hoping he was going to be in this series. Shut up, Julie.
They said you were coming.
Wow, the shots.
They said you were the best in the parsec. Would you agree?
Oh, that was so cool. Wow. Come on,
Mandalorian, look outside. They are waiting for you.
Silver.
Yeah? Good.
Brilliant. Yeah, good. Oh, cool, look. The writing and everything. He's inside the writing. Oh, that's it. How long even was that trailer? Hang on, guys. I'm going to check how long this trailer was. It was 1 minute, 44 seconds. Aw. Would have been kind of nice, like you could have given us a wee bit more than that, but you know I'm not going to be, you know, fussy and be negative here. But yeah, I would have liked it a bit longer. There's nothing wrong with saying that, I don't think. But you know what, when I heard about this coming out, you know, we knew about this for a long time, that this series was coming out, but when I first found out, I love Bosk. I do. As much as of course I love you know, Boba Fett. Of course he's my favourite bounty hunter, obviously, as I'm sure he is most people's, but you know, I was really hoping that he was gonna show up in this series, and I was thinking I wonder, because I thought it would work, you know, obviously because, you know, he's a bounty hunter, and I thought it would make sense, and it definitely was Bosk. It was. As soon as the scene, I was like, "Oh, is that him, Bosk?" I'm gonna go back and watch it. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm really I'm enjoying doing this video. But at the same time, as soon as it's over, I really want to like watch it again. But you know what? Of course he's in, you know, Empire Strikes Back, and he's in Return of the Jedi, but in case, you know, I know not everybody who's a Star Wars fan, you know, have either had the chance to see or maybe just aren't interested in watching it, but you know, I would honestly recommend, if you haven't seen the series, the Clone Wars, you know, of course Jon Favreau worked in it and he did voices and everything as well, but like honestly, it really is a fantastic series, and Bosk is actually in that, and he actually helped train young Boba Fett. You know, Boba Fett's younger, so I actually, honestly, you know, especially if you are a Star Wars fan and you're sort of like considering watching it, like this is turning into more of a recommendation of watching the Clone Wars series, Julie. So let's actually talk about this trailer. So I actually thought this trailer was absolutely fantastic. You know, I could keep talking about the visuals, but we all know, let's face it, that this visually looks absolutely top-notch. Top-notch, sorry, it looks phenomenal. And you know what? Jon Favreau was even going and getting advice from George Lucas, you know, months ago, for this. So, you know, that's the best person to be asking, and to actually go out of your way. It's something that, you know, nowadays, you know, a lot of people are working on Star Wars wouldn't do, but, you know, to go and ask the man who created Star Wars and has made it mean so much to the fans, you know, it was his baby basically, you know, it just shows that Jon Favreau's great, and I honestly believe he did a great job on the Clone Wars series. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I personally do. I prefer it more than Rebels, but, you know, that's not to say I still don't like Star Wars Rebels, but I'm just saying that if I had to choose, I would say Clone Wars. But what I'm saying is, you know, you can tell that they have not went half-assed about this, that they have went all in. And I was reading that, you know, per episode, it's something like 12.5 billion per episode. And there's going to be 8 episodes that we're getting for, you know, one series. And when I'm watching this, and even with the last trailer as well, I sort of feel more like, you know, you get those vibes from, you know, the original Star Wars movies, whereas unfortunately, you know, with a lot of the new Star Wars that we've been getting, films coming out as of late, we're not really sort of getting that, you know, you're not really getting that feel that we used to have when we watched, you know, like the original trilogy. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, I am getting vibes that this it really is so promising, and I'm so happy honestly today watching this, because I have always had so much hope for this series. As soon as I found out, even before seeing the trailer, you know, of course it was promising to hear it's Jon Favreau working on it, but, you know, obviously when you get, you know, a trailer, you know, that we got in August, you think, that let's see, and it was absolutely phenomenal. But now we have got a second trailer, and to get 2 trailers, you know, within the past couple of months that are just looking absolutely fantastic and making me feel like, okay, great, this is something that I'm really looking forward to as a fan of Star Wars, because it feels like Star Wars. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like when I was watching that trailer, like I'm watching Star Wars. I hope that makes sense, and I hope I'm not just talking nonsense here, but I thought it was, I cannot wait to see Carl Weathers. Honestly, I love him as Apollo Creed, and in case anybody doesn't know, I have the whole box set of Rocky, all the Rocky movies, and Rocky is actually my all-time favourite movie. I just, you know, thought that I would say that, considering I mentioned Apollo Creed. And also we have Bill Burr in this as well, and he actually was in the trailer that we got in August, but it was, you know, he's like a quick scene or whatever. But yeah, I was watching, you know, a couple of interviews with Bill Burr talking about it, and he was like, oh, I couldn't believe that they like rang me up and everything, and they were asking me to do, you know, the Mandalorian, and, you know, he has done jokes and stuff like that in stand-ups, you know, talking about Star Wars and stuff like that. You know, of course they're funny, you know, they're only jokes, like, at the end of the day, but I love him. He's actually in quite a lot of movies. I love him as a comedian, but he is in quite a lot of movies, because anybody didn't know. He was in, you know, the movie with Will Ferrell, Daddy's Home, and Mark Wahlberg, and he's in the scene, you know, towards the end, and they're dancing and everything, Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell and freaking Bill Burr. But yeah, I just think it's absolutely hilarious that he's actually going to be, you know, in The Mandalorian. That is so cool. And he showed up towards the end of this trailer. But one shot I really did love was with the Stormtrooper. That was hilarious. Oh gosh, it's hard to remember everything that happened in this trailer. Really looking forward to going and seeing this. I had to re-record again because there was someone at the door, and had to answer it and then come back up again and finish what I wanted to say, basically. But all I really wanted to say was, overall, this looks fantastic. They have put so much work into this, and I just can't wait. I just want to watch it now. I know it's out on the 12th of November, but I think it's a great month though, because, you know, I really love Halloween, and once Halloween's over, I love the whole build up, you know, to Christmas. And yeah, it's going to be great come 12th of November to actually be able to see how this all unfolds, and be able to see everything that's going to happen. But yeah, I'm really happy now to see that Bossk was in that. That has made my day. It literally has. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my reaction. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I have no negativity towards this whatsoever, other than I thought it was a bit shorter than I personally wanted. So that's not even a complaint. That's just me saying I wanted to see more, because I was really enjoying it myself, and I was really enjoying it. And yeah, I think anything else that I would want to probably say, I've probably mainly covered probably in my last trailer reaction. So I'm really excited, and I don't really know what else to say. I just want to go and watch the trailer again, to be quite perfectly honest, guys. But thank you so much for coming along and watching, and leave all your thoughts and opinions below. And until then, I will see you next time. And until then, don't forget that the Force will be with you always. Bye.